Hi, Team Army Reserve. It's been a while since I've reached out to you. I and my bride, as well as Command Sergeant Major Mrs. Lombardo, hope you and your families are well during these challenging times. I have a brief message for you today. You are not alone. I'd also like to share a story and some resources with you. I hope this post will be shareable, and I encourage you to share with other Army Reserve spouses and on other Facebook pages, because knowledge is power. I was fortunate to speak to future battalion and brigade commanders and command sergeants major recently and wanted to share a story from one of the brigade level command sergeant major's spouse, which is sad, but it must be told because you are not alone. This spouse's soldier received an order to deploy and started an overseas deployment 7 days later. This particular spouse had 3 small children, and probably like many of you, this was their first deployment. The deployment was supposed to be for 6 months, but alas, 6 months turned into 18 months. Sadly, no one from the unit called to check in on her during those 18 months. I heard this and my emotions ran high. How could this possibly have happened? This story is why I'm speaking with you today. Who is responsible for checking in on spouses, mobilized or deployed? Firstly, this is a command and unit leadership responsibility. I'm talking about the officers and non-commissioned officers who didn't deploy or are the rear detachment leadership down to the squad level. This is important, potentially the most important aspect of their jobs. You are not alone. Secondly, this is an excellent example for each unit down to the company level to have a vibrant soldier family readiness group. SFRGs are run by commanders, but many of the members are spouses. I'm pretty confident that if other spouses knew about the deployment, they would have reached out to her. There's likely not a problem or challenge out there that other spouses haven't gone through, and sharing information within an SFRG is very powerful. The best and most important resource we have is each other. I strongly recommend all units establish an SFRG. You are not alone. Granted, this spouse's first deployment was 7 years ago. The Army and the Army Reserve have matured during that time and developed family program organizations to assist families not only during mobilizations and deployment, but they're there for you every day. You should be seeing the slides that show the names, email addresses, and phone numbers for our regional family program professionals. There are over 130 representatives across the globe ready to assist you. These are great folks that are paid to support you and your families. Don't be shy about asking for assistance. They can help direct you to the appropriate resources. You are not alone. There are a couple of resource pages I encourage you to visit, which have extremely useful information. The first is our own U.S. Army Reserve Command Family Programs page. The second is Military OneSource. The USARC team, my bride, Command Sergeant Major and Mrs. Lombardo, and I understand the importance of Army Reserve families who support their soldiers and are concerned about the challenges facing families today. So she directed USARC to put together 2 important events focused on Army Reserve families. The first is an Army Reserve Town Hall meeting, which will be held on 31 March. The timing is still being worked out, but you can access the meeting via the USARC Family Programs page. The second is an Army Reserve Family Survey, which should be online in the near future. I encourage you to participate in the survey and get other families to do so as well. This will inform my bride as to potential long-term challenges facing Army Reserve families, and then she can hopefully work those into a budget cycle. Another resource I think you'll find useful is the USARC monthly Command Volunteer Advisor meeting, held the second Thursday of each month from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. The subjects vary, but are focused on Army Reserve families. If you'd like to receive an invitation to these meetings, please send James an email and he'll add you to the distribution list. These are just some of the resources focused on families. Potentially the best and most important resource we have is each other. You are not alone. To my fellow spouses, especially senior spouses who are experienced, I ask you to build and energize your SFRGs. Share your knowledge. Connect soldiers and families to resources they might not know about. You are critical to overall family and soldier readiness. If you're still listening at this time and are trying to overcome challenges, you are not alone. From my bride, the 3-star general, down the chain of command to the company commander, all are dedicated to ensuring we focus the right time and the right resources on Army Reserve families. We can never let what happened to the Brigade Command Sergeant Major's spouse again. Working together, I'm confident it won't. So to close this session out, thanks for your time and the love and support you provide to your soldier. Continue to be safe until we beat the darn COVID. And please remember, you are not alone.